Alright guys, how you doing? This channel we're going to go ahead and give you guys an intro so you can see where we're coming from when we start our videos. What we have here is a 2017 Model X 100D. I've had the Hardware 3 upgrade as well as the MCU 2. And as you can see, it's midnight blue. And we have just a standard 20-inch rims. We don't have anything custom on that. But we want to show you guys that you don't have to buy anything brand new. You can also enjoy the vehicles from certified pre-owned, which is where I purchased mine directly from Tesla, with warranty, with supercharging, free supercharging for life, and with, like I said, the included Hardware 3 upgrade. The MCU 2 upgrade, which is the master control unit, it controls all of your user interface and your music and your doors and stuff on the screen. I added later, there was an option that was presented to me in an email to get the Hardware 3 upgrade. I was also eligible to do an MCU upgrade, and I decided to take that. The only disadvantage of that is I lost my FM, but I don't use the radio so much, so it's not really of a loss to me. I basically just wanted to have it as close to new as I could, and since it was available, I took advantage of it. Okay guys, another complaint that we also get from Tesla is everybody says that they only make a certain amount of colors and they all look alike. Well, that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of customization out there. There's a lot of good websites that have aftermarket parts and aftermarket accessories that you can add to your vehicle to personalize it for yourself. So when you show up to the supercharger, you know which one's yours right off the back. You show up to the mall or the parking lot somewhere where there's a ton of Teslas, you're not going to just be out there trying to hit your fob, trying to find your car. So I decided to do was just a little accents with vinyl wrap. So I vinyl wrapped my headlights, as you can see here, and all the chrome, I deleted as much of the chrome as possible. I didn't go on the interior of this light here, but all the chrome that you see on the vehicle is pretty much all has been deleted with this vinyl wrap that I put here. Okay, this is a crushed carbon fiber wrap, and it's vinyl. It's a matte finish, so it has a little bit of texture to it when you rub it. As you can see, it's reflective too as well, but when it gets a little dark, it almost looks black. So it's like you're getting the benefits of a chrome delete, but you don't have to get rid of all the chrome. So that's why I was like, I'm going to take it because it's a little bit in the middle. So that's what we decided to do with that. Then you come around here. You see, I did my side markers in the same. The chrome there's gone. The chrome around the mirrors, under the mirrors, and all the chrome around the windows itself, the door handles, or not even handles, but door buttons, I guess you would call them. As you can see, and all this shows up in your cameras as well, so it's a pretty cool effect when the light's hitting it and it shows up in your side markers. Come around, same thing with the rear lights here. I was able to wrap these as well. I'm still working on getting this done. I think I'm going to order the actual carbon fiber look applique that they have that you can place over this here with the double-sided tape. So what I'll do is I'll wrap that first with the crushed carbon and then place it over it. The letters themselves will still be chrome. They'll come out and you'll still be able to see them through there. So I'm working on just getting that part there. The actual logo and the badges, I'm not going to mess with because I don't have the skill set to go ahead and wrap those as well. And I'm not going to remove the badge and wrap it and then put it back on again. I just don't want to do, it's not even worth all that. Some chrome is still nice. I'm a little old school. I like chrome, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and leave a few here and there. But the majority has been chrome deleted, I guess you could say. So we just followed along, did the same thing on this side here. The lug covers that are in black, and the valve stem covers in black as well, just to give it a little extra touch. Since I don't have the performance model, all the extra stuff that I can get, better. Everybody's got a lot of complaints here and there about the doors. I've never had any issues, and I'm almost 6 foot, just roughly 6 foot, and I can just about stand up in here when I'm getting in the vehicle to help my kids out or whatever. Then to access the back, simply press the button, and now I get access to the third row seats because this is the 6-seater. I do have 6 people in my family, so this is constantly being loaded. And here I'm trying to figure out how to wrap vinyl on vinyl. So this isn't like an experiment that I'm doing right now. I've already wrapped one of them, and I want to see how long it's going to last with my kids kicking it and everything, because it's a lot easier to clean. This is a little bit dirty now, and you can't even tell. And it matches all of the trim that I did on the interior as well. So this has been sitting on the back of this seat for about 2 or 3 months. And apart from where I was, the errors were in installation, everything else seems to be doing really well. It's a really high quality wrap, so I haven't had any issues with it. I just had to really clean it very well, and then I was able to apply it. It did take me about 3 hours to do this. It might be faster for people who have a better skill set, but for me it took about 3 hours, and it was really difficult because of all the turns and all the different shapes of the seat and everything. but I think it came out pretty good, and it gives it a little extra nice touch. It looks better than the matte finish to me, and it looks dirty. Whereas my kids' feet were all over it. You see constantly footprints, like you can see here, just from me getting in the car. It's already gotten dirty here. It used to look like that on the back of the seat. Now, not so much. It's a little bit more subdued. And when you open it up, it looks really nice now. So it matches with all my trim and all the interior. So I'm going to open the front door here as well. Now see here as well. Go to the front where you see this little change in the door knob itself, where it's not flat, it's more like a point. You press the point, it opens right up, good to go. And depending on how much room you have, it'll open all the way if it can. You can see the seats moving back, so I'm going to move that back now. That goes back by itself. You can stop it as well by just pressing it again, or you press it and it goes all the way to the back. Now you can see I have 6 people, I have 4 children, and we've had this car a good 8 months now, and it was already a used vehicle with approximately 40,000 miles on it when I purchased it, and the seats are still look pristine. They get dirty, but it's visible and you can clean it right away, and it's very simple to clean. Anything from just using Windex to Mr. Clean sponges, they like eraser sponges that just instantly take it off with a little bit of water and just dry it with a rag, and you're good to go again for however long it takes before you need to clean it again. So as you can see here, I also followed the crushed carbon into the interior on just the actual trim pieces, the door, the vents for the AC, and the actual front trim pieces on the dash itself, and then as well as where the coffee cup holders are at that are hidden in the center console and at the top center console as well, because there's 2 in this vehicle. I did all those matching, and even the steering wheel, little area here where I was able to add a little piece. So there's a lot of things you can do to make your own, vehicle your own. You don't have to take it somewhere. I watched a few videos online and tried it over and over, and with a little bit of patience, and if you have any kind of artistic ability, then you're good to go. And it wasn't very expensive. It wasn't expensive at all. It's probably the cheapest accessory you can probably do to your vehicle if you do it yourself, that actually stands apart from everyone else. So I mean, I get compliments from everyone, from people on the street to people at superchargers to the service representatives for Tesla when they come to do any kind of work, or if I take it to the service center. So it's really cool to get those kind of compliments when it's just something you did yourself. I didn't take it to a shop and spend an outrageous amount of money or anything. But as you can see there, it's all good to go. And then we got the MCU2 sitting in the center screen there, so we have access to the Tesla Theater, the Tesla Arcade, so we have YouTube, Netflix, the video games, and then we also get the driving visualization. Since we have the MCU2, we get all the visualizations now, upgraded from what originally came with the vehicle. I did here the farthest I can go on the dash were the AC vents. I'm not going to try. I was thinking about doing the dash itself with the fiber, but it's pretty difficult with the stitching and everything. I figured I would just stop there and just be happy with what I have there, because it's pretty intense work, and I didn't want to really go too far with it. So as you can see, I don't have performance, so I don't have the metal pedals down there, but you can buy those and you can actually add them yourself, as an aftermarket accessory if you'd like that look or whatever. To me, it doesn't really matter, so I haven't done that. But this vehicle it doesn't have as many accessories as the Model 3, but it's because you get a lot with the vehicle when you initially purchase it. So it's really got just about everything you need, and it's a fun vehicle for your family. It's a fun vehicle for you, and with all the upgrades that I've gotten and the perks with the free supercharging, and the style of the vehicle is still the same as the newer vehicles, then it's pretty awesome that you're able to experience the Tesla experience without having to have this huge budget like you're making rap music or anything like that. You're just a regular guy, and you can have a family and use it as a family vehicle, and they all enjoy it. I mean, it was either this or a minivan, and I think you can understand why we went with this. Even the children, they were even upset that we even considered a minivan. Not that we really were. It was just basically a running joke. But yeah, like with the Model X, now since it's a 2017, I don't have the newest update, which was the boombox feature that everybody's raving about right now, where you got the snake jazz, the exterior fart sounds, and the ice cream man, all these cool features that you can change your horn, and all these things you can do during summoning. But Elon did state that in a tweet recently that he's checking with the service center, and he wants to see what the possibilities are to have a retrofit done. Now, the extent of the retrofit, I don't know how far back they're going to go, what they're considering, but hopefully it's something that I can have done, and I will take advantage of that retrofit if it is available, and I will share it with you guys so you can see the end result after that's taken care of, if that's if that's the case, if we ever get it. So like most people say, a year ago everybody hated it. They didn't want the pedestrian warning speaker, and now everybody wants it because of course Elon made it cool. So it's something that everybody wants now, and something I've always wanted. Even though this car I knew didn't have the speaker, I always knew that he was trying to bring coconuts, and that's a reference from the old Monty Python and the Flying Circus, those type of movies, from the Holy Grail movie. So I've been waiting for that for years. So I figured it had to be sooner or later that they were going to put a speaker in there. So now it's a reality, and everybody wants it. So hopefully the service center will be able to do it, and hopefully it doesn't entail too much labor so where the cost is too high or it takes up service center time. So people that have real issues aren't like waiting in line because everybody wants the farts on the outside. And guys, one of the coolest features, I think, especially when you have a family as big as mine, you get home, you unload everybody, they all run up the driveway, they all don't run off without helping you take any packages out or anything. You take your stuff out, and with a simple click on the top of your fob, you close the entire vehicle. Trunk, doors, everything's closed. Just like that. So you can walk away, it's locked up, you can forget about everything else. You don't have to worry about somebody coming in your vehicle, taking your wallet or something like that, or did I close the door or not. And if you do leave them open, it will alert you on your phone. If you have a newer model, it'll tell you on your phone in the Tesla app that you've left one or more windows open, one or more doors are left open, or if you leave your front trunk open or your trunk open, it'll alert you to those as well. So hopefully this little video gave you guys a little bit of information. I know there's a lot of Tesla videos out there, but I haven't seen too many about used vehicles and how a good of experience it has been for me. I wanted to share it with everybody else so you can see that you too can also get into the Tesla world, and it's really an interesting, fun, and rewarding experience to have this vehicle. And for your family, it's like basically playing all day long. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, like if you enjoyed this video.